Hello, everyone. This is Ali Merchant here, the founder of TWT Learning. Today is 19th of October, and it's about 25 minutes past 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Sorry for being away for last couple of weeks, been busy. Right, so I have just taken out, I said, let me do a short presentation today, short YouTube. So what do we have this week? We have earnings season starting, and we have the earnings starting from 20th of October. We have Cliff in the morning, which is the U.S. Steel Company. We have Coca-Cola, the aerospace, Tuesday before market, and then Netflix. So these are the key earnings from my perspective, which I think these are the key earnings. So we have Netflix, Intuitive Surgical, then we have Texas Instrument, Capital One, 3M. We have it on Tuesday morning, and these are aftermarket on Tuesday. Then we have Tesla, the largest one of the mega cap company. Aftermarket on Wednesday, IBM, SAP, and then Lam Research. And then we have airlines, a couple of airlines on Thursday before market, and Alaska aftermarket, and Intel before market. And then we have Procter & Gamble. So that is the earning season has kicked in since last week. So will be actually, I'm planning to do a couple of more this week. So at least you guys will get to know what's happening in the earning. So I will be covering Netflix and all sometimes tomorrow. So I just want to keep it short today. All right. Apart from earnings, I share every week. Most of the time I do it on Friday. I'll make sure that I'll do it regularly on Friday, but sometimes I miss it on Friday, so I do it on Sunday and late. If it goes late, then it's on Monday, but I'll make sure that I'll do it every Friday. So this is the week of 20th and 24th, the weekly market probability maps. This is basically my research. I have done research on almost about 2 years. And my research suggests that on 20th of October, based on the historical research, based on the closing, it's basically a probability of Dow Jones, S&P, and Nasdaq composite rising based on historical seasonality. So what it suggests that tomorrow is likely going to be a bullish day. All three indices have been historically higher. 21st, it looks like more of a mixed day. 22nd looks like a bearish day. And then 23rd should have been actually mixed to bullish, but again, it's bullish. And then 24th is bullish, right? So 23rd it's likely, it should be mixed to bullish, right? So that's where we are. All right, so let's go. If you are not following me on Twitter, please follow me on Twitter. I am on Twitter. I am on you can follow me on my website, which is twtlearning.com. So let me go here. Let me show you. What do? We provide education, market education. We provide research, portfolio advisory, right? You can go and check out the testimonials from a lot of testimonials. I have trained more than 2,000 plus in the financial industry that includes banks, capital firms, brokerage firms, and the individuals, right? So you can find very familiar names over here. Okay. And I provide actually, one second, let me go and let me share with you. So TWT Learning provide advisory services on the following: asset to corporate and family offices, even individual. We have some services on individual FX, interest rate, stock market, North America, GCC, others, and cryptos. And for individual portfolio advisory services, private trade idea group. So I am on, you can follow me. I showed you my website. I am on Twitter. I am on YouTube. If you reach out to us, admin@twtlearning.com. I am a contributing analyst for investing.com and fxstreet.com. So these are the links for those. And I provide 4 months mentorship program. It's a 5-module program. It's about 15 plus hours of learning. So 5 sessions on 5 weekends, 5 Saturdays between 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern time. Let me expand it a bit, right? And learn to understand market psychology and order flow, learn to market economic indicators, fundamentals and price action, stock screening, options and futures, flow analysis. I have high probability trade setups, which I share with you, which I guide you 1, 2, 3 how to run that, and proper risk management. I'm going to announce soon, and I'll share with you. If you want to read, I'm doing the pre-registration. I have started registration already. A couple of guys have already registered with me. If you want to reach out to me, this is my number, +1 647 955 6837, WhatsApp and text only. TWT Learning. You can reach out to me, admin@twtlearning.com. My preferred way of method of communicating is through WhatsApp and text message. Thank you very much for listening. And let's go to the analysis. So let's see what I'm seeing on. So let's see. We'll start from NASDAQ futures. So NASDAQ futures has basically broken this channel, and we have seen that the now fresh trade war, trade-related, China-US trade-related tweets and wars going on. I still believe that on the top side, futures are right now at 25,064. On the upside, we're going to remain in the range. So 25,300 and so 25,300, say 400, 350 to 400. And on the downside, we're going to remain between to 25,157. We're going to continue this range. We have the market wants to see how the AI results are. I mean, how much about the Mega Max 7, how much are the capex for coming future? So their earnings and their future guidance. And let's look at the S&P 500 futures. So S&P 500 futures have broken through this midpoint of this channel, and then we came down to retest. We are actually testing the midpoint at 6740 to 50. We're going to remain between the range what we have seen a week ago. I mean, not last Friday, this past Friday, a week before. The range is going to be 67,806 to 6540 for now, and all depends on how the earnings season goes off, right? And the other thing is this chart I have shown you multiple times, that UVXY, which is actually the short-term VIX future. This has been moving in this between these two boundaries. It comes down to the lower end, goes to the higher end. We have seen this. We have shown you that whether we're going to move from here. You can see we have moved from here. So we are gradually, so volatility is going to increase. That means volatility increase, S&P decreases, right? Let's look at QQQ. So in the case of QQQ, we have clearly broken the channel. And then the same thing, we are going to remain in this range, which is basically between 613 to 589. That's unless we see some good reports on the earnings side, or we see some sort of a bad reports, right? So it all depends on how the market, how the earnings season goes, right? So we have Tesla, we have Netflix. Those are the key heavyweight, which has a tendency of moving the market. And let's see which other heavyweights we have. Netflix, Tesla, that can move the market. So, I mean, every eye will be on Netflix and Tesla. Where it comes to S&P 500, so S&P 500, let's see the weekly. On the weekly basis, we have actually broken this. Rather, we are actually in this channel. Let me extend this channel, right? And we are actually below the midpoint. So I still believe the same range what we have seen in Friday. So 674 on the top side and 652 on the downside, right? So let's go. We have looked into UVXY VIX, which is the volatility index. I have shown you this, that volatility has gone to somewhere around, if I'm not wrong, 85 in March 2020. And then in August, where basically last year, it went up to 66 when Bank of Japan actually increased the interest rate and the Japanese yen carry trades were unwounded. So basically, basically carry trade, which is the interest rate differential trade, was actually unwinded, right? So let's put it this way. And then we have seen this coming to actually 29 last week. And now it's holding down a little bit, but spiking up, right? So that's keep in mind the volatility is likely to increase. And October is the month of volatility. Let's go and look at Tesla. Tesla has a strong resistance for tomorrow. This is daily. So I will see Tesla 440 on the top side to 447. If it fails to break, then Tesla has this gap, which is at about 400 to 398. So about, not 400. Let me see what exactly it is. It's about 423 to 395. So that gap is there. Let's see what happens. I think in the case of Tesla, Q3 earnings will be definitely important. It will be, I think it will be better than expected, but the EV tax credit is over now. So it was until September. I think market will be looking at what next. What is the future guidance for Tesla? Let's see. Okay. Let's see on NVIDIA. So NVIDIA is holding this support, which is about 178. On the top side, it has 184, 185 resistance. And let's see where it goes. I think it may remain in a narrow range for at least tomorrow and the after. Let's see if it breaks 185 or it breaks 178. Right, let's go back to AMD. So AMD, actually with the OpenAI news, AMD has tried to break 240 twice, right? AMD is likely, as long as it remains above 227. Let's see if it holds 227, or let's put it 225, or it breaks 241 on the top side. So we'll have to watch and see. All right, Google, Alphabet. Google has actually failed to break 256 twice, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 256 twice. So if we remain below 256, we are going to come down to 244, 245. If we break 256, then new high is the name of the game. Let's look at Broadcom. Broadcom is actually in this channel since April 2025, has held this channel. We are at the base of the channel. We might see some sort of an upside move. All depends on where we open tomorrow. The closing was 349, and then we have to see if we're able to hold 340 on the downside. Let's go to 1 second. Microsoft. Microsoft has broken this trend line, so it just looks like more of a range trade. So basically on the downside, 505, on the top side is 517. After Microsoft, we have Amazon. Amazon looks a little bit weaker. It's in this earning gap. Filled the earning gap. It's dropped. It's dropped through the trend line. So if it continues going down, then we have 205, 10, 207 on the downside. Now let's go to gold. So gold is actually, let me remove this. So gold is actually tracking this trend line. It's away from this trend line whenever looks like bearish as of Friday. So gradually it will come down. If it comes down and if it hits this trend line, so at the moment, as of Monday, and today, right at the moment, it's Monday's trading in the Asian market. So 4100 to 4075 is the support. It will be gradual corrective move. All right. So in the case of oil is, I think, heading to, 1 second, let me just move this and extend this. So oil has a support around 56, right? So that's what we have seen the low here, almost 55. Then we have seen 55, and then 55 was the reversal. So we have to keep an eye on 55. All right, dollar index, as I mentioned a couple of times, it's in the range between 99, 99.8, almost 100 to 96.50. Right. US Treasury 10-year yields. 10-year yields have broken this support line. It's gradually heading lower. This is the weekly chart. Let's look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has actually broken this rising trend line, and Bitcoin has a strong resistance between 109 to 108, 8.5. So again, 109, I'll keep a range of 109.5 to 108.5 as a neutral zone. Whichever side it goes, if it comes down, it will come down further down. That's all for now. Thank you very much for listening. Please feel free to share in your network, this YouTube channel, my Twitter, my website, and basically share in your network the services TWT provides, like a 4-month mentorship program, advisory program. Thank you very much in advance for your sharing. Thank you. Have a nice trading week, guys. Take care. And I'll try to do as much as I can. And now the earnings season has started. So that's where the activity happens. Take care, guys. Have a good trading week.